Firstly, I want to apologise for the really crappy quality of this video. I'm recording on my iPhone 6s because I'm having troubles with my main camera. It won't recognise the SD card or any SD card I put into it. It's not the point. Just know I'm sorry about the bitty 720p quality on this. This video, however, is going to be about Apple's Keynote event that they just wrapped up. Now, for those of you not in the know, Apple just had the Keynote event on their MacBook Pros. I thought it was going to be on the Mac, but no, it was just the MacBook Pros. And they released a brand new redesign. 13-inch, 15-inch. It's got a touch bar on the top. It's all USB-C, and it comes in two different colours. To be honest with you, it's really, really nice. I like it. However, what really annoys me is what they've done with the old MacBook Pros. Now, for those who are not familiar with Apple, when they release a new product, they will usually keep on one version of the older product as a cheaper entry version. And that's fine. That's absolutely fine. However, what Apple have done this time is really, really scummy. Now, give me 1 second. Let me just get this into frame. I bought this last year. It is a 2015, as the newest one you could buy as of yesterday, MacBook Pro 13-inch. Let me go over the specs for you. It's obviously Retina. It's got 8GB of RAM. It's got a 2.7 GHz processor, which is decently fast. It's got Intel 6100 graphics, and it's got 256 GB of storage. When I bought it, it cost me £1,199 British, and of course that includes tax for any Americans out there. Now, Apple have kept on basically the model below, the entry level 2015 13-inch MacBook Pro. It's got a 2.7 GHz processor, which is the same as this. This has the same processor as the baseline. It's just an upgrade of memory, of storage. It's got obviously the turbo boost up to 3.1, which this has as well. It's got 8GB of 1866 MHz RAM. It's got 128GB PCIe based SSD, which again is the lower model. This one just has the upgrade. Intel Iris Graphics 6100, again identical, and 2 Thunderbolt ports, which mine has as well. I'm not entirely sure if it means they're going to redesign it to just have 2 Thunderbolt ports and ditch everything else, but I don't know yet. But it's only Thunderbolt 2, it's not Thunderbolt 3, like on the new MacBooks. But here's what really gets me. It costs £1,249. £50 more than mine. And mine was the more expensive model. They've raised the price. Get this, £250. Because that model cost £999 yesterday, and today, £250 more expensive. What the fuck is going on with that? That's the first gripe, the utterly insane thing Apple have done with this keynote. But I can get past that, because we're iSheep. We pay for the quality of Apple. Let's look at the other things that piss me off. Apple, in their infinite wisdom, knew people wouldn't want to really pay for the new MacBook Pros with the touch bar. Some people wouldn't really need it, some people wouldn't really want it, and some people couldn't afford it. And at £1,749 for the baseline 13-inch MacBook Pro, I don't blame them. So they introduced a cheaper version, one without the touch bar and with only 2 Thunderbolt 3 ports instead of 4 Thunderbolt 3 ports. How thoughtful of them. They also gimp you on the processor. You only get a 2.0 dual-core Intel i5 instead of a 2.9 dual-core Intel i5, and everything else seems to be exactly the same. You do get a little bit of a jip on the graphics as well. The Intel graphics are only 540 versus 550, but that's fine. And they've priced the cheaper one at £1,449. It's fine. It's fucking expensive, but it's fine. It's fine. What gets me though, again, what annoys me, is the fact that they threw it in there as, we really think people are going to go for this over the MacBook Air, because the MacBook Air is our entry-level model. But we think this will coerce some people into getting the Pro. Apple, consider this. People can't afford the MacBook Pro. That's why they're buying the MacBook Air. Okay? Now that's, again, Apple marketing. It's fine. I can get past that. It's just stupid from Phil Schiller going, oh yes, we think people will pay for it. No, it's bullshit. It's too expensive. People aren't going to buy it. They're going to buy the Air, as they always have done. What's really annoying, though, what's really fucking annoying, is they've very slyly, gotten rid of the 11-inch MacBook Air. It's not on their website anymore. You cannot buy it. Let me show you. I'm already on their website, by the way. I basically live on here. I'm a little bit of a browse. MacBook Air. Gone. Absolutely gone. And don't quote me on this, but I think they've raised the price of the MacBook Air as well. I think they have. I think they've given you a 256 gigabyte hard drive on the more expensive model, but I think they've raised the price £100. Apple, you son of a bitch. And it's gone. The 11-inch is gone. Now, it makes sense because the 12-inch MacBook, sorry about the hair, the 12-inch MacBook takes its place. I understand that. I get that. It makes sense. But for fuck's sake, Apple, stop making it like you're doing us a favour. Honest to God, you're making everything more expensive while pretending people are more willing to buy it. No. People like the MacBook Air as the entry-level Mac. What you should have done is you should have updated the MacBook Air. Why not? Do you know what you need to do with a MacBook Air? Give it a Retina display. Fuck, we're done. That's all you need to do with it. Put a fork in it, it's done. If you added a Retina, and you put the price to £1,100 like you have with that, fine. People buy it. People will go out their way to buy it. But you didn't, did you? You fucked us. You really have fucked us. And I haven't even looked at the 15-inch yet. Let's have a look at the 15-inch. What have you done to the 15-inch? Oh, by the way, I would like to mention as well that now the 13-inch MacBook Pro without the touch bar costs only £50 less than the 2015 15-inch MacBook Pro costs yesterday. And it is far, far, far less powerful. So, there we are. You're also paying a lot for the MacBook, which, like I said, does annoy me. But hey, and it's not a very powerful MacBook. The entry-level MacBook is less powerful than mine. I'd assume. We haven't seen benchmarks yet. What have they done to the 15-inch? Okay. They've upped the price of the 15-inch. £300? You fucking playing at, Apple? What the fuck are you playing at? Honest to God, it is absolutely atrocious. I get why they're more expensive, right? I get not the old styles. I have no fucking reason why they're more expensive. I get why the new MacBook Pros are expensive. They got the Touch Bar, they got the Touch ID, and you pay Apple tax. Of course you do. You pay a little bit more for the new Apple stuff, and people, myself included, usually are willing to pay for it. I'm not willing to pay for it on this one, but people are willing to pay for it. But pricing the entry-level MacBook Pro without the new Touch Bar, without Touch ID, with a 2.0 GHz i5 dual core at only £50 less expensive than a 2015 15-inch MacBook Pro with a quad core is unacceptable. It's atrocious. And then having the goal to up the price of what yesterday costs £1,000 to £1,249 is atrocious. And people will pay it. And it's not like I don't buy Apple products. I've got a MacBook Pro on my lap. I've got an iPad mini just there. I've got an iMac on my desk. I've got an Apple Watch. I'm recording this on a fucking iPhone. I love Apple products. I'm terrible for it, actually. I really should stop. But even I look at this and think, what the fuck are you doing? It's insane. Absolutely insane. Oh my God, they've just shit the bed. They've just shit the bed. Courage.